It's qualifying here at the resplendent Monte Carlo, Monaco, for what is always a special event for both drivers and teams. Qualifying will determine who'll sit on pole at this iconic track. These next few minutes could determine tomorrow's race result as well before it even starts. The driver on pole will be best placed to win the race, considering how difficult it is to overtake here.
Exactly. To be in with a decent chance of winning here, you need to be on the front row. Even a few places further back on the grid, and you've got to rely on a bit of good luck to come your way, as overtaking opportunities are very limited.
Hello guys, this is Elliott Splash. Welcome to qualifying of the Monaco Grand Prix. I know it's been a while since I've done an F1 video, but this is due to having an injured hand, so I haven't been able to race at all with my steering wheel. I haven't been able to grip it right. So it's been a while, but back on track now, so we're going to be doing the whole 50% race, and I'm going to show you all my qualifying laps, obviously only a little part of them, otherwise this video would be 30 minutes long. If you are new to this channel and you do enjoy this video, smack that like button, share this video please, because since F1 2015 has come out actually, my views have gone down funnily enough, which is very odd. But anyway, we're going to come across the line for our first flying lap, and it's going to be a 1 minute 18.1. Decent lap, nothing special whatsoever. I think there's still probably around about a second to come out of the car. So on the second lap we're going to push it, run a bit wide through the final corner, but that won't have lost us too much time, but we've actually not gained any time on that lap at all. We were about 3/10 slower. But on lap 3, this has been a better lap, I can tell you right now. It's definitely been a better lap. I think it's going to be a 1 minute 17. Let's see what it is. Yes, it's a 1 minute 17.1. Well, almost 0.2. But anyway, that's put us into 4th place for the moment, but we've still got enough time for another couple of laps. So, for lap 4, let's see what this is going to be. We're going to go into the 116s possibly. Grosjean's in first, I've just noticed. We go 117.061. Just behind Vettel, I think 54 thousandths of a second, but look at that, Grosjean, 1 minute 16.2, that is not right. He must have a killer setup at the moment. Anyway, lap 5, we're going to go into the 1 minute 16s with a 1:16.588. So, that looks like we're going to be in 3rd place with Grosjean and Rosberg in front of us. Are we going to improve on lap 6? We do, but it doesn't move us up the order. We only improve by around about a few, maybe a tenth. So we're going to come into the pits now, and that's our qualifying session over. But 3rd place is not bad. Now, this was actually recorded before I injured my hand. The race, you'll see that I'm a bit sloppy because I haven't literally raced a racing game in over a week. It's probably been actually more than that. It's probably been almost 2 weeks now since I've done a Formula 1 race. So my driving's going to be sloppy, I will admit that, but hopefully when I get into the groove I'll start getting better. It's still a little bit painful now to race with it, but I can actually grip the wheel. About 3 or 4 days ago I literally couldn't move it, so that's the reason that there hasn't been an upload for a while. But anyway,
that's pole position for Romain Grosjean for tomorrow's race. And what a fantastic result for the French driver. That pole lap was just perfect.
He's certainly going to be leading the charge from the front. And if he can get through the first couple of laps without any issues, he could be difficult to beat based on today's performance.
I still can't get over that. Romain Grosjean in 1st place and Lewis Hamilton in 20th. This doesn't make sense. You can tell it's Monaco. This is going to be a crazy race. let's get ready for the Monaco Grand Prix. Sit down, relax. We're going to have 39 laps of probably chaos, really. But hopefully that doesn't turn out that way. But we're in third place, so a race win is definitely possible. We're just going to have to be careful and go for the move, the overtaking move, when it's opportune. Can't speak, but anyway, like I said, away we go. And we've had probably the best start of our season so far, as we don't lose any positions, and we're right behind Rosberg, so we didn't lose any time on the start, and that's a first for me. Probably a first for all of us F1 YouTubers, really. We all struggle with the starts. It's only if you've got traction control on is that you can pull away nicely. As we lose the rear end, oh, that was a little bit scary. I had to check my pants afterwards when that happened, just to make sure they were still white, because I thought, lap 1, the car was going to be wrecked already. I was just fearing for the worst when it snapped on me. But anyway, we're right behind Rosberg. Oh, we lock up. We give him a little bit of a love tap. But luckily enough, his side pod didn't glitch me out. I got a warning for a collision with Rosberg, but I wasn't trying to overtake there at all. I was just trying to see my braking point, and I just overshot it slightly, and yeah, locked up and just veered straight on into Rosberg. Luckily enough, I don't think there's any damage to either of our cars, so I don't think there'll be a steward's inquiry or anything, so we're lucky to get away with it, really. Lap 3 though, we're now right behind Rosberg once more, and look how far Grosjean's got ahead. I mean, seriously, that Lotus has got some pace. As we go down the inside of Nico Rosberg, we get the move done, and we're now up to second place. That was a proper move there. There was only a slight little gap. As you see, Rosberg had a bit of oversteer coming on the exit of the corner, and you can see we just go down the inside and just about make the corner. So that is now promoted us up to second place. It's took us all the way though to lap 8 to catch up to Grosjean. He's been lapping probably 2 to 3 tenths slower than I have, but I've slowly closed the gap, and we're now in DRS range. Let's see what we can do on this DRS straight. Are we going to have the power? Okay, we've got 11 wings, but we don't know what setup Grosjean's using, but it looks like he's going for a speed setup. He seems to have so much more speed through that straight than we do, and we've got DRS as we set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:17.6. Lap 9 now, we're right behind Grosjean. Are we going to get any move whatsoever as we take the chicane quite nicely, the bus stop chicane? No, it doesn't look like this is going to be, unless we can pick up some speed here. No, I don't think this go. Oh, he's locked up, but so have we, and that's the second time we've hit a car in 9 laps. You can tell I'm definitely rusty at playing this game, but yeah, I'm still having so much oversteer issues, and also the front and the rears keep on locking up, which is causing us a lot of issues, and the tyres are now starting to blister in, and I've still got to last another 9 laps on them, so this could get quite difficult. But we skip halfway through the lap on lap 10, and we're now coming down to the chicane once more. What happens here? We're going to try and overtake him? No! We hit the inside of the barrier and spin the car. Oh, that's made our race a lot more difficult, to say the least. Here's a replay of that, as we just have the slightest of touches on the inside of that barrier, and that sent us into a spin and has probably lost us around about 6 seconds. But we should be able to close the gap once more. We do have more speed in this car than the Lotus does. As you can see, on lap 14 we've closed that gap up once more, but the only problem is, once I close the gap, I cannot get past Grosjean. He's like Chelsea playing football. They park the bus. Talking of which, it's football season day. Haha, it's Premier League starts. I know what I'll be doing later. I'm going off topic. Stick to the racing, Elliott. Right, we're going to have an undercut around about lap 16, lap 17, and we're also going to have our downforce decreased. What they're going to do is they're just going to adjust the front wing so we have less downforce and hopefully more speed to try and overtake Grosjean if the undercut doesn't work. Lap 16, it's time to come into the pits just to try this undercut. This could either make our race or break it. We could come out behind traffic, or we could lose grip of the last few laps of the race and be overtaken and or crash out. So this is a risky move, but hopefully Monaco isn't too bad on tyre degradation, so we should be able to get to the end of the race. And it looks like we've been overtaken by Massa and Daniel Kvyat, who's doing quite well in that Red Bull. And that's the highest position I've ever seen him on this game. But anyway, we are now into 4th place, just behind Massa and Kvyat, and halfway through the lap we've already closed up right behind them. So we should be able to try and overtake them in the next few corners. Maybe the DRS straight or the hairpin. Those seems to be our best bets to try and overtake one of these cars. Maybe both of them, I don't know. But can we get a good exit? No, we've had a terrible exit through the final corner. And you can see the speed advantage that Massa and Kvyat have. But we're going to close up the gap on the brakes. And we're now right behind them once more. Maybe we're going to try and go around the outside into this corner. Or we give them a little bit of a nudge so we can't actually go around the outside. But we can probably get the inside line for this corner. Yes, we squeeze him out and we're now up to 3rd place. Next up is Daniel Kvyat. We do not want to be stuck behind him for long because this is ruining our race strategy. So we're going to try and dive down the inside. Have we got the move done? No, Kvyat's come back at us, so we're going to try and go round the outside. We give the wall a little bit of a tap, nothing too serious, no damage whatsoever, and Kvyat decides to give up, tuck back inside, and we're now up to 2nd place. Now on lap 18, Grosjean is in the pits, he's just exiting now. So that's us up to 1st place. Yes, finally, we are up to 1st place. We've overtaken Grosjean, given the wheel a little bit of a what would you call it, a squirm to celebrate. So because we know now the race is ours if we do not make any mistakes, because it's so hard to overtake, as you can see on lap 39. Fortunate for me, but unfortunate for you. I know you probably would have liked to see more action, but from that pit stop when we gained 1st place, nothing happened except Grosjean falling more and more behind. I think the gap went to around about 12 seconds. It's around about 6 now because I'm not pushing. These tyres are starting to go off and I'm just taking it nice and easy for the last couple of laps to make sure nothing stupid happens, don't spin out or lock up and crash and lose our front wing. So we've just taken it nice and easy. But this is going to be a win at Monaco, our 3rd race in the row. Get in, lads. So there we have it. 1st place, we won the race. Oh yes, 3rd race in the row, and I think we've actually we're winning the Drivers' Championship. Yeah, because we was in 2nd place, 1 point behind. It was behind Vettel, weren't we? We was behind our teammate, and he hasn't even finished in the points. Neither was Nico Rosberg. What has happened? Lewis Hamilton only made it to 14th place. Sebastian Vettel was in 15th. He had to pit twice. Maybe he lost a bit of a front wing and had to come in. Daniel Ricciardo also had to pit twice. And then rounding off the last 3 drivers is Marcus Ericsson. And I believe it's going to be the 2 Mana Marussias, Will Stevens. Oh no, it's Will Stevens, Pastor Maldonado and Robert Merry. So there you have it, guys. We've won this race. We are now leading the Drivers' Championship, as you can see. So I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Smack that like button, share it, please, because views lately has been abysmal on this channel, and I do not know why. I think it's probably because I haven't been doing many videos, whereas on F1 2014 I did like a whole season in like 2 weeks. But I have had a few issues to deal with. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Elliott Splash signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.